What's up, my pal? Angryponcho here. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. Weird thing, whenever you restart the game and you go back to starting from Link's house or starting from the Sanctuary, it doesn't give you back all of your hearts, even if when you finished playing, you had full hearts. Kind of strange, if you ask me. Have I got my bottles full? Gosh, I've been playing so much Bravely Default, I just hit the X button to try and bring up the menu. Okay. Let's see. That's the wrong way. We got some collecting to do in this video. Ooh, boy. We're gonna be collecting like Grandpa on the day they released the new stamps. So we got a few things. It's a few big things. The first is we're gonna get the Zora's flippers so we can swim. Which, as I'm sure you noticed in previous episodes, of me leaping into puddles, that Link don't swim so good when you first start the game. Ow. Oh, you son of a bitch, you shot me in the ass. You shot me in the leg, you a-hole. Alright, so this is the wizard's place up here. We visited them before. I think if we continue... Which way is it? Can I go behind this tree? Ah, the transparency. Like the layering of the game is a little bit confusing sometimes. I want to have the bottle equipped. Let's put something else out there. Now that we have the power glove from the last dungeon, we can remove this rock and continue on this path. But yes, that's like that tree. I mean, it wouldn't be crazy if you could walk behind it, because there's some sprites in this sort of, I don't know what you would call this game, because it's not really 3D in the sense of like it creates a 3D graphical world like Ocarina of Time did. But it's not really 2D like the first Legend of Zelda. It's sort of 2.5D, where you have like, I mean, to use the phrase that Egraptor mentioned in Sequelitis. Did I just drown? Oh no, I'm walking on this. I thought for a second I was falling into the water. It's got a selective Z-axis where... No, which way am I going here? I guess I'm going... I want to go up. I'm not sure here. Trying to find our way to... Oh, look, yeah, there's a heart piece up there. We're going to get that in a minute here. Either way, it has a... Oh, damn it. Stop it. It has a selective Z-axis, which is to say, you can be... there is a Z-axis, but you can only be on certain heights. You can either be on the first floor or the second floor. You can't be in between. And that's why when you're on staircases, it's kind of weird sometimes how you can interact with this, but you can't interact with that. It's like, oh, the game still considers you as being on the first floor or whatever. You can't kill these Zoras. I don't know why. Maybe you need a better weapon, or maybe you're supposed to consider them friendly later, and that's why they don't want you killing them early on. Oh, these branching paths are terrible. It's like, the number of decisions you make is, I think, like exponentially proportionate to the distance that you have to walk if you went the wrong way. Ooh, it's thundering outside. It's stellar. I actually turned off this yesterday. I was going to record this episode, and then a thunderstorm started. I turned off my computer because I like to do that during thunderstorms. And then it quit thundering like 30 minutes later, so I'm not going to be fooled today, Mother Nature. Wah, what do you want, little man? You have something to ask me? I'm just visiting, you know. I want the flippers. I don't give away flippers for free. I sell them for 500 rupees a pair. Yeah, I got the money. I got the dosh. You got the goods. You got the cash. A free bonus with your purchase. I'll let you use the magic waterways. Cool. Yeah, so you can go into the whirlpools. Da-da-da! They're not the ones the Zoras leave behind, because those are the ones the Zoras live in. There's some special ones that never disappear. That's how you can tell which ones they are. Those you can swim into, and they're basically warp points, and they're kind of like wormholes, I guess. They take you to the other parts of Hyrule. I told you we'd be getting that heart piece. So I think down. Oh, is it down here? There's an example of this nearby. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's over here. I may have remembered wrong. Let me look up here real quick. Because there was one that we went past on the way up here. I'm running on the dry part now, even though I don't have to, because you walk a little faster on ground. Get out of my face. Is that one permanent? None of these are permanent. Oh, forget it. I'll just walk where I'm going. There is a warp around somewhere that would get me there quicker, but I can't find it now, so... Look, it's so sad. He's all crumpled up like, oh. Look at all these guys popping up all over the place. Yeah, so we're headed down to Lake Hylia now. We can go. Get away from me. I think, is this? Oh no, I think it might be right. Yeah, it's that one right there. Let me see if I can go into this waterfall. So I believe there's something. Yeah, this is one of the things I wanted to do. Oh, this is where I was supposed to go, actually. I'm glad I got all I remembered this. Mysterious pond. Won't you throw something in? What do? Throw an item. Yeah, so you can choose different stuff here. We're gonna throw in our boomerang. And then we get to meet the third kind of fairy I mentioned the other day. Hello there, did you drop this floating boomerang next to me? I like an honest person. I'll give you something better in return. And she gives you a red one. You got the magic boomerang. You can throw it faster and farther, and it follows you, which I think is really what earns it the magic boomerang title. I'm gonna leave and come back in, because we got something else we want to throw in here too. Get some more red ones. Let's see, where's my shield? She gives you this dramatic pause where it's like, did you drop this? Yes, I did. And she takes your hero's shield and gives you the, what is this, the knight's shield? I forget what they're actually called, but it's better. I think this shield blocks fireballs, whereas the previous one would have burnt up and you have to buy another one. Let me see. Oh, you missed. Come on, give it another shot. Try again. Yeah, there you go. Blocks the fireballs. So down here, cannot use your sword in the water, by the way. Permanent warp. That sound will become more familiar to us later on in the game. Where exactly? Are we where I think I am? Yeah, we are where we think I am. Up here, you can find a rock we can't lift. That's for later. But in this cave, something we can do now. This is the Pond of Happiness, I think it's called, or the Fountain of Happiness. Yeah, Pond of Happiness. Throw some rupees in, and surely your wishes will come true. So we'll throw some in. We'll throw in 20. And this takes a little while. And probably, I said this would be, oh, today you'll have good luck. Awesome. It's like eating a fortune cookie. I said this would be a 100% run, but this might be the one thing that I don't completely do, because it's just upgrades. You'll see in a minute here. The 100% speedrun actually doesn't do this, because the 100% rule for the speedrun community, at least, is to have the maximum version of every item on the item screen, which is, say, this one, when you finish the game. So you don't have to get the lower upgrades if you get the later upgrades of an item, and you don't have to maximize the size of things like the quiver and the bombs. And if there were wallets, the wallets, those aren't required. Okay, so we've thrown in 60 so far. It takes a little bit of time, this first one, but they speed you up in just a minute here. Speedrunning this game is actually pretty freaking impressive. Like most games, I'm pretty sure the speedrun of this game is about an hour 45 minutes. It's just crazy. It's not as crazy as, in terms of like extreme skill, like Super Mario 64 is. I think it has a bit of, a good bit of skill. Like most speedrunning, it takes a good bit of skill. But it's more about like knowing all the great glitches that you can do on the 1.0 version of the Japanese cart, the first release of the game. Yeah, so once you throw in 100 rupees, she'll give you a choice. Do you want more bombs or more arrows? I'm gonna choose more bombs. Just a small happiness. Hooray! Is he gonna hold up a bomb bag? No, it just happens. But as you can see, it's only on the menu screen, on the GUI up there. It's not actually on the menu screen. You don't get a bigger bomb bag. Like, it's not like you had the small bomb bag, now you have the medium bomb bag. It's just 5 more. And now that we've thrown in 100 before, and we know what we're up to, we can throw in 50 at a time. Don't ask me why we can't throw in, I'll go ahead and throw in 100. This game makes its own choices. You can go most of the way to the door, and yeah, it should still trigger. So we'll throw in another 100 just as an example. I'll go ahead and upgrade my arrows as well. Couldn't hurt. There are some bosses later where arrows is the best way to fight them, and, I mean, spoilers, just like the first Zelda, you do need arrows to beat the final boss of this game. I was standing there waiting for Link to put something above his head. Okay. Now we're gonna go and get something even more valuable than heart pieces. Can you guess? We're gonna take a little swim here. Circle around. We're gonna go meet a homeless man. We're gonna build a hobbit house for a homeless man without using any plans. Well, you know what I just realized? The water around Link, the sort of foam, it's pink, isn't it? It's white and purple. You see that? Oh, I got sucked off screen. Is there a current here? Okay. You see what I mean? Wow. I'm noticing more and more that the palette of this game actually was kind of limited. Anyway, you can swim under the bridge here. And you can meet... I don't know what this guy's name is. Hey, buddy. You wake him up, his little nose bubble pops. Yo, Punch! You seem to be in a heap of trouble, but this is all I can give you. You're so generous. This is a magic bottle. Yeah, I mean, he's got so little, and yet even he is contributing to our adventure, because he knows how important it is. We gotta save the world, man. Now we gotta climb back out of here. Yep, a bottle. The only thing more valuable than a heart piece, as far as I'm concerned. Well, that and maybe like a totally new item, like the bow or something. That would be worth more than one heart piece. Oh, you can hear that thunder, can't you? It's getting rumbly. Can I climb out on that side? Yeah, why not? That'll work. Oh wait, no, there's another one over here. This'll be better. Let's go this way. Ooh, there's a heart piece down there. Can I get that now? Nope. It's one of those unreachable heart pieces for the time being. It's just on an island by itself with no way up there. We'll be able to get to that a little later once we have some magical means of transportation. What in the world? What is in... Have I gone in this cave? What is this? Oh, it's a shop. Oh, I could use a heart. 10 rupees? You got a deal, buddy! I think that might be the first time I've ever bought a recovery heart in one of those shops. Anyway, we're gonna head up towards the sanctuary now. Sprint our way up there. Hyrule is kind of a big place in this game, and you really feel it. Yep, well, we can swim. We can just go right across here. You really kind of feel it at the beginning of this game, because there's a few points where you think, how do I get there? And particularly after we do this next dungeon, and actually before this next dungeon, there's going to be some bits where you look at places and think, how the hell am I supposed to get over there? There's always a way, even if it's weird or really roundabout. So let's... Oh, do I not? Just push this one, okay. Well, if you go up into this grave in the top left of the graveyard, you'll find... Remember this room? You probably don't. It was in the very first dungeon when we rescued Zelda. It's actually like dungeon 0, I don't even count it. But I pointed at these walls and said, yeah, we don't have bombs yet, can't do that. Well, guess what? Actually, I think I could have ran into that door. Oh well. We got bombs now. And down here you can find some more bombs, some arrows, and get some of our money back. It's just a little handy. Yeah, that's one of the ones you can run into. Cool. And now basically it's like, oh, hooray, the dungeon's completed. Those doors that we saw are now filled in. This is the bottom of the palace here. And we're going to end up coming back out through the sanctuary door since there's no way to fall back up through the hole we came in on. The hole we came in on. Link, grab the thing. There we go. Guess my inputs weren't quite perfect there. I'm turning around before I grab it. Hey, folks. Just like, damn it, Link, can't you use the front door like a normal person? You should follow... Okay, you're not helping me much now. What, you got advice for me? If you defeat the wizard, the soldiers may regain their sanity. It's kind of a sad thought, actually, is that all these people you're killing are just regular people that are under a spell or something. It's sort of the opposite of what some games do, like in Spyro, where all of the Norks are actually just, I think I'm gonna go up here. Haha, missed me. Where all of the orcs, or Norks, sorry, are just enchanted gems, which is why they turn into gems when you kill them. Yeah, this is where we're going. Get away from me, you birds! Some Hitchcock movies going on over here. Got him. I think if we go up here, actually, there's somebody we can visit. Look at these guys, Orf and Borf. Yo, Punch! Is this how everyone greets each other in Hyrule? A mysterious fog has recently fallen into the forest. We have to be careful. You guys just sawing away at that tree, huh? Maybe it's nothing, but this tree feels kind of strange. I'd feel pretty strange if I had 2 imps humping me, too. I don't think there's much for us to do up there at this point. But now that we have the Power Glove... Oh, I'm so sorry! Did you live under there? I feel kind of bad. We can get rid of that rock. Now we have the Power Glove. And... go down into a dangerous, dangerous cave. Get away from me, you. It's a hole. Don't want to go that way. Some of these paths, like, you might think this is a dead end, but no, it's just the textures for the walls are really close to each other. Oh, hello. Hi. How you doing? I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are, but if you're going up the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp.
Oh, sure, you can follow me, old man. Just going...
Watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power?
He's just, like, turning into a parrot voice. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. You know I wouldn't do that. Wait, does he mean right? Or... It doesn't mean right. It means go around the hole, you dummy. Yeah, give some real directions, old man. You're gonna make me buy a Garmin.
You know, I have a granddaughter your age. The king took her to the castle, and she never returned. Where do whores go?
Okay. Get out of here, freaking bats. And you follow his directions, and he takes you, out of the cave, which is honestly not that hard to find your way out of on your own. Oh, get away from me! So these freaking boulders. This area is such a troll. Oh my god. So you have these boulders coming down from above, and these enemies that are like made of rock, where if you slash them, they turn solid and block your path. The missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. These are dangerous times. I talk too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me.
I wanted to give you this. If you wander into a magical transporter and gaze into this mirror.
Da-na-na! You gave the magic mirror. The mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. Just like a lake. You feel like it's going to absorb you to another world. Damn, Link. You're so vain. So if we go inside and talk to him, he'll heal us. The wizard has been deceived. Has deceived the king, and now he's trying to open a way to the dark world. To complete your quest, you need the Moon Pearl, which is in the tower on top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is comfort your weariness. Come back anytime. Thanks, buddy. Do I want to go? No, I don't want to go through his cave. Rumbly, bumbly, rumbly, rumbly. We want to go over here. It would be really funny. It would be really funny if we were playing Minecraft or something and there was a thunderstorm in... Damn it! Fucking rocks. It's like impossible to avoid. It's just fucking ridiculous. They have a whole heart, too. It's just pretty brutal. Oh, God. Pretty brutal for this early in the game. I might even come back in here and get healed again. Ugh. Because they're so random. I mean, when they don't just bounce left and right, they actually... They can bounce same direction twice, and they can bounce really far in one bounce, so it's just totally luck if you can avoid these kind of things. It's like, even in the speed runs of this game you watch, people occasionally will get hit by them, because it's like, oh, you're climbing up a ladder. There's not fuck all you can do if there's a rock coming down right at that exact spot. So we're just going to ignore all the little caves and things around here, because they're mostly taking us back to places we've already been, or they're places where you're going to come out later. So we want to go... This is another example of this. So up here... Okay, there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's a heart piece up there. We'll get that later. There's a cave here, where I don't think we can do much here. I'm pretty sure this is one of those, yeah, places where it's like, oh, there's somewhere to go. Another heart piece, but I can't reach it. I don't think you can slide along the top wall of this area, so wouldn't try to sneak around that hole. Although I know it's possible with some glitches. Instead, you see what you're supposed to notice. Hey, there's another thing down here. And you jump down to this door. This is actually going to become part of that same cave. We just got to work our way around a little bit here. Take some stairs. Who put in the little fences in this game? It's just crazy. But anyway, it brings us up here. Look at that. I think now we got to fall down and work our way back out, because we're going to end up even lower if we... Oh, fairies. I think my... Oh, you know, I have an empty bottle now, don't I? Yep, let's go ahead and catch one. I'll keep it in the bottle and... Come here, you. Delicious fairies. Wind up coming out of another cave here. Like I say, we could have come in through this door. We walked past it earlier. Oh, that was really close. Ooh, a little thundery. And we can drop back down. Alright, now we can turn around and make our way back up this mountain. Thankfully, once you get up above a certain height, the boulders just stop falling, which makes you wonder where they were coming from, since we don't see them up here. But they're falling down on the area right beneath us here. Anyway, proceed to the right. You will find a portal to the Dark World. Although we don't really know what that is yet. It's just a funny square on the ground that turns Link into a rabbit. Now, one of the theories of why Link has pink hair is that it's because of him sharing the color pink from his hair with the sprite of his rabbit palette. That's bullshit, because the color of Link's hair isn't even in this sprite. Here's a comparison of the two. They're different colors. Yes, so don't believe anybody who tells you that theory. Oh my god. Oh look, he's a Ditto! Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? This world is like the real world, but evil has twisted it. The golden power is what changed your shape to reflect what is in your heart and mind. So, deep down, Link's a furry. I'm always changing my mind, so I turn into a ball. But if you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. Oh yeah, the old man mentioned that. Hey, guy with one horn on his head. What do you want? You got something to say to me, silly rabbit? Yeah, tricks or forget. I came here to get the power of gold, but now I'm a freak and I can't go back to the real world. If only I had the Moon Pearl from the Tower of Hera. I could go back to my original shape. I've got good reason to be stressed out. Oh, now we have the mirror. It'll transport us to another world. And once we're back in the light world, oh my gosh, that's so accurate. You can become Link again, obviously. And there's a heart piece up here, which I pointed out earlier. We have not collected it. Get out of my face. And over here, this is the light world, remember. It's the Tower of Hera. If you come here in the dark world, it's something else. So, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we take on our third and final light world dungeon. We can get that red pendant that we're missing over there. See you then.